Hi guys, it's Heather. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So last year I made $250,000 in revenue on Etsy. And if I were to go back in time and give myself advice before I ever even started my store, this is the advice I would give to myself. And I hope this helps you guys as much as I wish it would have helped me when I began my Etsy store. So guys, the first step I would have taken before I ever even opened up my Etsy store is I would have made it official. And by official, I mean I would have taken the legal steps necessary to start my own Etsy account. So first of all, I would have opened either a DBA or LLC underneath my Etsy store name. So a DBA is doing business as. You can register this usually with your local state government, or you can do it as simple as online now. I know there are certain legal sites that you can register your DBA on. And then on top of that, I would have probably just started with an LLC, because an LLC does give you a lot of tax benefits that you can have as far as owning your own business goes. And I would suggest watching my other YouTube video on this. I will link it above or below for those of you who are interested on if you should own an LLC versus a DBA. Again, I'm not going to get too far into detail about that, but that's something that I would have done when I began my Etsy store. Is I would have made it official and started either with a DBA or an LLC. So guys, my next step in the process, if I were to open an Etsy store, before I ever open up my Etsy store, I would think financially and avoid financial future stress. And there's a few ways you guys can do that, and I didn't know that I could have done that because I was completely new to business. So my biggest regret when I opened up my Etsy store and I was about halfway through the year is I wish I would have opened up a business credit card, a business checking account, and two business savings accounts. Now, the reason why I wish I would have done this is because all of my expenses were on my personal account. And let me tell you guys, do not do this. Learn from my mistakes and open up a business credit card, a business checking, and a business savings account. And even if you don't want to check your credit score by opening up a business credit card, you can always just open up a business checking account. However, usually most banks need you to have some proof of your business registration, such as a DBA or LLC. So again, guys, if you haven't already, I would register with your state over a DBA, a LLC, whatever is best for your beginning business. So the second thing I would have done is I would have gotten a bookkeeper, and I would have gotten the bookkeeper maybe a few months into getting my first 100 sales on Etsy. The reason why is because you really want to keep track of your books. You want to finalize your books and reconcile your books before the end of the year. Generally, if you're selling really any type of product, you want to record how much your production costs are, you want to record your profit and loss numbers, and you want to have this all readily available come tax season in the future year. For me personally, I started doing my bookkeeping in October of last year after I had about $100,000 in sales on Etsy. And this was a very stressful process for the following 6 months because I was going over my books with a bookkeeper, and my books ended up not being correct at the end of this whole process. And I ended up having to file a tax extension on my tax filing this year because I didn't start my books soon enough last year, and I should have just started a few months into my Etsy store. I should have honestly started once I got my first 100 sales. And if you guys are new to Etsy and you get your first 100 sales, I think it'd be a really good idea to get a bookkeeper. And the easiest way to find a bookkeeper is by going on Upwork. You can go and search on Yelp, maybe find a bookkeeper that way. Maybe if you know anyone that's a bookkeeper that can do that for you. You definitely want a second set of eyes on all of your books, because when you submit your taxes at the end of the year, you at least know that your books are accurate and up to date, and you had a second set of eyes looking over your books, so you know everything is checked and reconciled. Just in general, as a new business, you may get audited, and it's just something that's very important to keep track of, is always making sure your books are up to date and correct. And there's so many tools out there that you can use, like QuickBooks Online, where you can have all your transactions from your Etsy account come in, and then all of your production costs from, let's say, Printify, Printful, or any print-on-demand provider go into as well, so you can really keep track of your books and keep everything accurate and up to date. So the third thing I wish I did before I started my Etsy store in total is I wish I would have researched niches and trends on Etsy before I ever posted my listings on Etsy. I really didn't do much market research, and I went straight into Etsy, just uploading as many listings and as many designs for really just vague and generic niches, and I didn't see sales until I really focused on specific niches and designs that really worked for me. And I noticed when I was on Etsy, there was a lot of sellers who were kind of doing the same aesthetics and same design trends I was after a while, and eventually I was leading the design trends because I was getting ahead of the game and starting my own trends as far as design went. So I think that's something to really consider when you're on Etsy, is you need to do your market research. You need to see what your competition's doing, what's selling for other stores on Etsy. I just think this is most important before you just start randomly posting listings in different niches that just do not sell, and you're really just wasting 20 cents per listing every time you post on Etsy. So on top of that, I do offer a free course that goes over just the basics of print on demand plus Etsy. I will attach that in the links below. And then I also offer a design course and a niche course just over those two specific areas alone, and how you guys can accurately and effectively research trends, trending designs, trending niches, and different products you can sell per niche that are in unsaturated categories. There's so many other avenues besides t-shirts and sweatshirts that you can sell on Etsy, you can sell on Shopify, and I really delve into those in my specific courses below. So definitely check that content out. And on top of that, if you want to learn more about print on demand and Etsy, definitely check out my free print on demand and Etsy crash course that I offer. Again, all in the links down below. So guys, at the end of all this, I really hope your key takeaway is to really make your presence on Etsy official by getting a DBA or LLC. Get your financial stressors out of the way in the very beginning. Learn from my mistakes. Open up a business checking and savings account at the very least. Make sure you're saving for tax season. Try to set away 30% of your income to taxes, and then you get the payment at the end of all of that as well. And definitely look into the legal implications of an Etsy store. Again, I have a video down below over business questions like that as far as LLCs go, taxes, and all of that. And at the end of the video, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below with any questions you guys have, and don't forget to like the video. It really boosts me in the YouTube algorithm, and it would help so much if you guys could like the video before leaving. I will see you all in my next video.